Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley, the review girl, and today I'm reviewing the Hyatt Palm Springs. First things first, let's talk about location. For this trip, my husband and I did a quick overnight stay in Palm Springs, and we actually chose to come back to the Hyatt Palm Springs because we've stayed here a few times before, and honestly, we love it for so many reasons. This hotel has actually been around since 1986, so it definitely has that classic retro Palm Springs charm, which I feel like really leans into the whole aesthetic of the city. It's about a 6-story hotel, and as of 2026, it's been a staple in downtown for almost 40 years. Now, they did renovate it back in 2018, but you still notice some of that older character throughout. Now, before we talk about checking in, let's talk about parking, because this is where things can get a little confusing. As you pull into the hotel entrance, there is a free public parking structure right next to the hotel, and it's very easy to accidentally park there, but if you're staying at the hotel, do not park there. Self-parking is available, but you do need to stop by the front desk first to check in and retrieve a parking pass that they'll give you. Also, you'll use your room key to get in and out of the garage. Here is a photo diagram at the front desk showing exactly how to get to the correct parking entrance. The hotel has its own parking structure, but the entrance is actually located behind the building, and it's not super obvious, so you'll want to follow the signs carefully. So when you exit the hotel entrance driveway, you'll just make a right, and then you'll make another right on Andreas Road. And when you get to the stop sign, make another right and go straight until you see the Hyatt Overnight Guest parking sign, and you'll be able to turn right into the parking structure. Alright, now let's get into the actual hotel experience, from arriving to the lobby, dining, and amenities. So once you've checked in and parked in the hotel's parking structure behind the building, you'll take the elevator from the garage up to the lobby. Since you already checked in beforehand, it's super easy. You just walk straight through the lobby and head up to your room. The lobby itself feels open, bright, and very on brand for Palm Springs. It has that retro charm, but again, you'll notice it does lean a little older in some areas. Right behind the front desk, you'll find one of their on-site dining options, Share Small Plate Bistro, which actually leads out toward the pool area. My husband and I have had breakfast here before. I'd say it was fair, nothing amazing but convenient. Pricing is pretty standard too for a hotel restaurant. Expect around $12 to $20 for breakfast items and $15 to $25 plus for lunch and dinner plates, depending on what you order. They also have Hoodoo Patio Restaurant and Bar, which you can access either from the lobby or from the front entrance right off the driveway. If you're coming from inside the hotel, just make a right when you enter the lobby, past the bicycles, and you'll see the entrance. We haven't tried it yet, but it's definitely on our list for next time. It's more of an outdoor social dining experience, very Palm Springs with cocktails, small bites, and people watching vibe right in the heart of downtown. Pricing here is a little higher. Think $14 to $20 for cocktails and $16 to $30 for food. They also do things like Thursday night happy hour with live music, which honestly sounds really fun. It's open to guests and the public, but I would definitely look into reservations ahead of time if you plan on going. Now moving into amenities, the hotel has a heated saltwater pool and hot tub with really nice mountain views. The pool is open daily from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and they offer cabanas and poolside service, which is a really nice touch if you want to just relax for the day. They offer poolside food and beverage service primarily through the Mirage Pool Bar and Hoodoo. Guests can enjoy cocktails, light bites, and full service by the pool. We actually went to check out the pool at night just to see the vibe, and it was really calm and mellow. It honestly looks like it would be such a nice spot for night swimming, especially during the summer. There's also a 24-hour fitness center located on the second floor. You can actually see it from the pool, and when you're inside, it overlooks both the pool area and the mountains, which is a really nice view if you're working out. Also, something I thought was really convenient, they have a 24/7 convenience store area right by the parking garage elevator. You can grab snacks, drinks, or quick essentials, and it has its own self-checkout machine. It's super easy to use, you just follow the steps on the screen, and you're good to go. Now let's get into the rooms because this is honestly one of the biggest highlights. Every room here is a suite, which I love. You get a separate living area, a bedroom, and usually a private balcony, so it already feels way more spacious than a typical hotel room. There's also a complimentary coffee bar area, and underneath is the mini fridge. The closet is right next to it, and there's plenty of shelves and room for your clothes. Across from the closet is the bathroom, and I personally love the bathroom. It has this really pretty pink marble that adds to that retro feel. But that being said, I do feel like the rooms could use a slight refresh, not a full remodel, but just some small upgrades to elevate the space while still preserving that original Palm Springs charm. Overall, the room was clean, the Wi-Fi signal was good, and I think this hotel does a really good job balancing space, convenience, and character. It just depends on what kind of experience you're looking for. And for us, the balcony is a huge plus. We love sitting outside during the day or at night, just relaxing, talking, having a drink, people watching, and soaking in the downtown atmosphere. If you do get a room facing the front of the hotel towards the bars and restaurants, you will hear music, but once you close the dual pane windows, it blocks out the noise really well. When it's time for bed, it's actually very quiet. Now let's talk about the biggest reason we keep coming back, the location. It's right in the heart of downtown, and I mean right in the center. You literally step outside and you're on Palm Canyon Drive, which is basically the main strip. Everything is super compact and walkable. I'd say about a 3 to 4 block stretch filled with restaurants, shops, bars, and little local spots to explore. We went on a Sunday, and one thing to keep in mind is that a lot of places don't open until around 11 a.m. There are a few breakfast and brunch spots that are open earlier, usually between 7 and 9 a.m., but overall, it's a slower start to the day here, so just plan accordingly if you're an early riser. If you're staying at the Hyatt Palm Springs, there's honestly a lot to do just steps away. Downtown Palm Springs is super walkable. You've got a mix of restaurants, bars, shopping, and little local spots all within a few blocks along Palm Canyon Drive. It's perfect if you just want to park your car and explore on foot. Also, it's very lively at night, especially around the bar and restaurant areas, but still relaxed during the daytime, so you get the best of both worlds. You're also within walking distance or a really short drive to spots like the Palm Springs Art Museum, the Architecture and Design Center, the Agua Caliente Cultural Museum, and the iconic Forever Marilyn statue, which is that huge 26-foot Marilyn Monroe statue and popular photo spot that you've seen on social media. But for this trip, we wanted to do something a little different and check out some of the celebrity homes, and this is actually a really cool thing to do in Palm Springs. A lot of these homes are located in neighborhoods like Old Las Palmas and the Movie Colony, which is about a 10-minute drive from the hotel. We drove by places like the Frank Sinatra Estate and the Elvis Honeymoon Hideaway. So we didn't do a full tour this time, we just drove by and took some photos and drove around to see more of the unique houses in the area, but next time we come back, I definitely look into booking one of the private tours to get the full experience. Another spot we're really interested in checking out next time we come to Palm Springs, and maybe you guys will too, is McCormick's Classic Cars. And they have a showroom you can visit year-round, and they also host auctions twice a year, which could be a really fun experience if you're into classic cars. So overall, whether you want to walk everywhere, explore museums, or do something a little more unique like celebrity home tours, there's actually a lot to do right around this hotel without needing to go far. Overall, I'd say you're getting an amazing location, a super walkable area, and a lot more space than a typical hotel since every room is a suite, which for us is a huge reason we keep coming back. If you're someone who values location, space, and a fair price, especially for a quick trip or weekend stay, this hotel just makes sense. For us personally, it's one of those places we would keep coming back to just because it's easy, convenient, and we know what to expect. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next review.